Today's episode is sponsored by Mazak, leaders in the manufacturing of advanced technology solutions. Visit them at mazakusa.com.
Aerospace and defense manufacturing.
Machines and automation.
Additive manufacturing.
Smart manufacturing.
The global manufacturing economy.
Welcome to Advanced Manufacturing Now, the podcast for manufacturing professionals, powered by SME. From the design screen to the shop floor to final assembly, we drive the conversation about making manufacturing smarter by connecting people who are passionate about manufacturing.
Hello, and welcome to Advanced Manufacturing Now, the podcast for manufacturing professionals. I'm your host, Steve Plum, Editor-in-Chief for SME Media. I'm joined today by Jared Lake, Corporate Account and Product Manager at Mazak, one of the manufacturing industry's leading machine tool builders. So welcome to the program, Jared.
Hey, thanks, Steve.
So I know we've talked before in the past, but before we jump into our conversation today, could you refresh us on your role at Mazak and some of the initiatives you're looking at?
Yes, yeah, thanks. So as you stated, I'm Corporate Account and Product Group Manager, so I manage some of our corporate accounts we have, and I also manage our machining center product group and some of our other product groups of our imported machines from Japan. So I'm in charge of kind of overseeing, sales, marketing of those products. And I've been with Mazak about a little over 11 years now. I'm in various roles. Started in engineering and have been about 7-8 years now in the more sales marketing aspect of the company.
So even in that time, 11 years, which isn't relatively speaking that long, but a lot's changed over those years. Technology is advancing. Requirements are getting more and more stringent. Just a lot of competitive factors out there. What is Mazak doing to address some of these challenges, and how are you working with your customers to keep out of everything?
Yes, it definitely, as you said, just in 11 years, it has evolved a lot. I remember using, CD-ROMs when I started, and then those are a thing in the past now. So, there's been a lot of updates, especially with computer technology, our controls. I've seen, three generations, of controls in that time that I've been here. So, being able to always stay, in front of technology is important. And, we've done a great job enhancing our machine controls specifically and trying to, stay with the latest technology, whether it's our Windows-based operations or actual, machine software and options that help to, optimize your process and optimize your cutting time of parts.
Yeah, so data obviously is a big thing, and controllers are playing a big part of that, working with advanced sensors and new software, the whole digitalization of the shop floor. What types of design and engineering techniques are you looking at and adopting to optimize this?
Yeah, so to name a few, we have some AI spindle features we have that we can put on any of our milling spindles. We have Smooth AI spindle, and that is more of being able to kind of adapt feed rates if you're getting a lot of chatter. So it's able to suggest new feeds and speeds to try to eliminate vibration, chatter in your parts. It can be used in EIA as well as our Mazatrol, programming softwares. And then we also have a way that, we have a smooth spindle where we can actually go in and we chart a lot of vibration and different frequencies in the spindle. And that is to try to determine before a spindle would fail. So it's able to go in and, monitor and make sure everything, is running smooth. And if it starts to, sense more, vibration or frequency spikes, it is able to try, can notify the operator that potentially there's a spindle issue before it actually would fail or have any major issues.
Preventive maintenance aspects and just helping the operators stay and the plants stay more efficient and maximize uptime. Yes, I know Mazak made a big splash a couple of years ago with the introduction of the Neo series. What's going on in that space? Obviously, constantly improving and enhancing the system.
Yes. So our Neo series was first introduced on our HCN 6800 series. That line, that was the first Neo on a horizontal machining center. Since we now have 3 of our Variaxis series machines. Those are our vertical 5-axis machines. We have 3 now that are Neo. We have a HCN 4 and 5000 Neo as well that were introduced about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And then actually at IMTS this year, we will be debuting an HQR Neo as the newest member now to the Neo family.
So does each one specialize in a different area?
It does, yeah. So the new Neo series is definitely a broad series we're working on. It is not for one specific machine type or model. It's across our horizontal machining center platform, or our vertical 5-axis platform, and then now it's going into our twin spindle, twin turret, or actually 3 turret now on our HQR Neo series. So it is a kind of a broad enhancement across multiple machine platforms.
And did you work with customers to help design and refine the system?
We did, yes. So we worked on customers not only in North America but around the globe on important things for them, whether it's working on faster cycle time, more horsepower, more torque on spindles, or even have worked on things that really can help ultimately drive more parts across the board at the end of the day.
So what was some of the feedback that you received from them initially, and what do they really like and want?
Yeah, I think one of the important things was all of at least the machining centers, we have increased horsepower and torque and more spindle options. So with tooling advancing and with cutting techniques advancing, more horsepower, more torque, these cutting tools require that. And even the materials that people are using today are, some of your exotics are a lot, more maybe difficult to machine than in the past. So that's really helped. We also have a series of environmental enhancements on the machines, which helps really the overall power consumption. So I know in different parts of the world, we're pretty fortunate in most of North America that power is readily available, but being able to use less energy and still produce the same amount of parts and same quality of parts helps, and we're able to do that from using high efficiency chiller units, high efficiency hydraulic units, and a lot of the units, chillers or hydraulics that would typically continuously run, we're able to use those only when needed, and really reduce the amount of power consumption that the machines require.
You mentioned different requirements around the world. Is that still a big issue where North America, Europe, Asia may have different requirements or needs, and how do you address that and still kind of maintain a common machine approach?
Yeah, I don't think there are drastic differences around the world, but there are some minor. We do tailor machines to certain markets, and what I mean by that is there will be some options that are more popular in other areas of the world, other regions of the world. The base machine for the most part is going to stay the same. That is not really what changes. It's usually option content and how the machines are kind of are used in general.
You talked a little bit about some of the enhancements and factors that played into it, like environmental concerns. But what else is other types of enhancements to the direct drive tables or spindles and tool carry systems? What innovations are you looking at?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of also focus on other enhancements, increased enhancements. So yeah, through direct drive tables, that's going to increase your indexing time. It's going to machine's going to be able to operate a little faster. Also, playing in that is a lot to do with accuracy. So all of our Neo lines are very concerned with accuracy, and that's something that's important. And we're able to do that through multiple things on our Variaxis series. For example, our verticals, we run more cooling channels through the table. So on the trunnion table on those machines, they've always been cooled. We would cool the jacket in those tables. Now we're able to cool additional things. The servo motor, lubrication systems are being cooled. So really, accuracy is something very important. We see a lot of customers demanding higher accuracies on parts, and a lot of industries, OEMs requiring very, very high accuracy on parts, whether it's space or automotive or various industries. We see that a lot more. And and we have new systems for as you mentioned, tool carry systems. We're able to integrate those into our large FMS systems, and that's something new that we're offering to really help enhance a large scale setup for customers.
Can you talk a little bit more about accuracy? I mean, obviously, companies always wanted to be accurate, but it gets even down to the tenth or hundredth or thousands of decimal points, and increasing. How much more accurate are the machine requirements today? And what you mentioned a few applications, aerospace, automotive. Is it like EV type components, and what other systems are really driving this?
Yeah, it does seem that EV components are traditionally higher tolerances, tighter tolerances than we've seen in internal combustion type work. Obviously a lot different types of parts, but in general they seem to be calling out a lot high tighter tolerances in most cases. And it's important being able to make sure we are able to do things to hold these tolerances. I mean, our machines, we're aiming for at least quarter to a third percent more accurate on these machines, and we're able to hold that for a variety of enhancements that we've done.
I imagine it's a moving target where the tolerances that were yesterday and today maybe even more stringent in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
You started off talking about controls and the role that they play. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and what's happening with the Neo series in terms of controls?
Yes. So our control on most of our Neo series are two main controls. We will have a third one coming out. So we have our Smooth G series that would be on a 4-axis or less machine. We have our Smooth AI series, which is our full 5-axis control. And then we will have a Smooth G3 control on our new HQR Neo. So, so some of the features on these controls, some of the new features we have, AI thermal shield. So this is where the machine uses learning to adjust for thermal compensation. So that's a very big, obviously a big thing in machines. When you have large machines, metal, there's a lot of there's a lot of ability for it to expand and contract. So, being able to adjust the best it can from a cold start, or even if it's in a facility where the temperature fluctuates a lot throughout the day. So that's one of the big benefits. We also have Smooth SMC Plus is an option now. we came out with so SMC's Smooth Machine Configuration is the acronym that was first unveiled for our Smooth G and Smooth X controls when they came out. Now we have an enhanced version on Smooth AI that actually has the ability to adjust drives depending on if you're wanting to, rough apart quickly, you're wanting to, hold accuracy on corners, you're wanting to have the best surface finish possible. We have a lot of, there's a lot of information on our website and on our YouTube channel about that, but you're able to really adjust, you're adjusting the drives really in the machine to be able to, really enhance your workpiece, whether you're wanting it, for roughing, you're wanting it off the machine as quick as possible, whether you're wanting it very accurate and making sure that all your radiuses are hit perfectly, or surface finish as well.
So you mentioned the Smooth AI and machine learning. Obviously, that technology is taking over the industry and the world to something, at least in terms of the hype. Where are we in terms of actually making a practical contribution, and how does it work? How long does it take to make those adjustments?
Yeah, so the adjustments are very quick. It is able to compensate very quick on the control. It's not something that takes minutes or anything to do, and really it happens in the background. So there's not much operator really intervention in it at all. I think it's something that will still continue to grow. I think it's not at its infancy, but it's definitely past that. But I think that with this type of technology, it's ever evolving and growing. So I'm kind of curious and I guess excited to see what the future holds with that. To kind of see where it goes from here.
Are customers leery of that AI at all?
I would say not too much. Thankfully, our new control is very, very similar to our previous one. So it doesn't, I don't think, scare them too much. I think sometimes the term does, but when they learn kind of what it is doing or what it does, makes them a lot more comfortable with it. But yeah, I think just the term in general could potentially make people a little leery of it. But no, we haven't really had any issues or strong concerns about it.
That's why it helps to have the Smooth in front of it. That's
yes.
Smooth. I know we have horizontal or applications for horizontal and vertical machines. Are you looking to expand into other platforms?
Yes, we do. So we're going to debut the HQR Neo at IMTS. So that's a turning machine, twin spindle, twin turret, with potential for a third turret. So that's kind of the next machine line that the Neo series has been introduced to, and I can think it will definitely expand from there. There are other verticals and horizontals as well that will be upgraded, but yes, I believe it will continue to transfer over into other machine lines and machine model types.
And with the Neo series, are you targeting certain types of companies or size? Can a smaller or mid-size company utilize these as well?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I mean we've sold many of these to small job shops. Whether they have 3 or 4 machines total to companies with hundreds of CNCs. So yes, it is not too advanced for anyone. They are, especially horizontals. Those are used across the board from very, very small job shops up to Fortune 500 type companies that use that technology. So no, I do not believe it is really overkill or too much for small shops or few person shops. It's a great overall solution for everyone.
And then those smaller companies, as well as the large ones, are all embracing automation. How does the Neo fit into that equation?
Yes, they are. So, Neo was definitely designed with automation in mind. We have a variety of different modular type, systems that Mazak offers, as well as the ability to integrate them into, custom type, automation systems. We have, for example, we have the Mazak multi-pallet pool system, which is a smaller scaled, pallet pool with up to 16 or 18 pallets, depending on what model it's on. We have the Mazak Palletech system, very large linear, more FMS type system that we can put those on. And then going into the HQR Neo, going more into your traditional bar fed or gantry type robot, as well as custom automation as well on those machines. So definitely we're designed with the idea of being able to easily add, automation, whether it's from Mazak as a modular type system, or whether it's from, say, an integrator or custom type automation. Really being able to make that as seamless as possible is, very important for the Neo series.
So Neo is a cool name, especially for those fans of the Matrix. Where did the name come from? What does it mean? I think I have an idea, but I'll let you explain.
Yeah, so really, there was a lot of ideas were tossed around when it came out, but really what it means is just next generation. That's what it's kind of signifying. I tell a lot of people, instead of saying like Mark II or Gen 2 or Gen 3. It's just kind of, where Neo, fits. It's the next generation of that machine model per se, the latest generation. So that's kind of where the name comes from, and what it means.
And in real world terms, what does that mean for the shop owner or the production manager or the user or the operator?
I think really it means that you're getting the latest and greatest technology that Mazak has to offer. You have the most up to date, most bells and whistles per se that we have to offer on that particular model line.
And in terms of maintenance and support,
it's something that we were able to maintain here. We have a large North American parts center. $80-90 million of spare parts here, all four, these Neo machines, as well as our legacy equipment. So, a very large install base as well, with a lot of support through Mazak.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing a demo and checking it out at some upcoming shows at IMTS and other ones down the line. So thanks for joining us, Jared. Very informative, as always. Appreciate you taking the time. And if listeners want to learn about Mazak, Neo, or anything else that you have going on, where should they go? Yeah,
please go to mazakusa.com, and we have a lot of information up there. And you can request more information through the website if you would like more information as well.
Great. And to learn more about the latest manufacturing trends and hear more of our podcast, visit advancedmanufacturing.org.